Negative 50 degrees really sucks. It's like you open the door. The very first thing that you feel it right on your face. It's like a biting sensation. It just reaches out and grabs you. At that point, you don't even want to step outside. You would much rather not go outside. But in this day and age and society, that is not an option. So you have to make that first step. And depending on how much clothing you have on, it really doesn't matter. You're gonna feel it in your legs. If you have any exposed skin, you are going to be feeling it for a while. Got some high hopes that I won't get frostbite in this amount of time. We can't turn that off because we don't have the key. So this has just been going for about 3 weeks. I know I walked to my car and it was still kind of frosted on the window. So, you know, I reached in and I actually had my gloves inside the car, but they had been inside the car for the entire night. So they were cold, so putting on the gloves probably made the situation worse than it did, than it improved the situation. And my hands were so cold just by scraping the windshield, and like the ice was thick, and like scraping was doing nothing. It was pretty much pointless. And by the time I gave up, I wasn't done scraping. I just gave up. And I threw that in, I took off the gloves, and I was like, fuck this, I'm going back inside. I will go back inside. And I washed my hands. I soaked my hands under cold water for like 5 minutes just to get the feeling back in. Because by the time I was back inside, like, you can see in the video how quickly, you know, like my hands turn colors, like my fingernails were all purple, my fingers were red, like I couldn't move. And that is what negative 50 degrees feels like. The wind wasn't that bad, so at the time I don't think it was negative 50. It would probably be closer to negative 30. The wind really wasn't the problem. It was just the air, and just a breeze, just a slight breeze was enough to, you know, cripple my sensations and just make me regret all the life decisions that brought me to this point in time where I am living in this place, in this frigid hellscape. Why I'm still even here. Why? Why am I here? Why am I in this horrible place? All those thoughts went through my head in the 15 seconds that it took for me to get from the door to my car. I haven't even put on the cold gloves yet. Like, I can feel the pangs whenever I clench and unclench. And like, this hand, you know, was in it too, but not nearly as much. Just simply grabbing a hold of that handle physically hurt. It physically hurt to touch that handle. And my legs, they also kind of hurt, but it doesn't help that this is all I was wearing. I've got this shirt that becomes more and more relevant every single day, and this all reliable coat. No additional layers underneath the pants, but my feet are surprisingly still warm. For example, I'm wearing just a t-shirt right now. You're gonna want to put on a small coat. You think this is enough? You think this is, you're gonna keep warm with this? No. Nope. We're gonna put this on next. There we go. We're probably gonna want to zip both of them.
Okay, now, next, you can see that I've got some, some soft, breathable pants. We're going to start here, and we're going to put on another pair of pants. You really think I'm going to stop here? Hold on. We've got our little freezers first. I'm going to put that on, and we're also going to put the hood on. Oh wait, there's more. We're also going to put on some gloves. These aren't the best gloves in the world, but they'll do for the video. Obviously, you're not going to have the same stuff in audio right now, but you got this other idea. You want to get the coat, you want to get some gloves, you want to get a hat, and you especially want to have a coat with a hood on it. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah.
Every piece of the suit is going to be important because every piece is going to play its own role in the overall protection of your entire body. But if you can't get all of the things, make absolutely sure that you have gloves of some sort. The skin on your fingers, there's barely any, muscles. That's the thinnest part of your entire body besides your toes. You're probably going to want to wear, double up your socks, because your toes and your fingers are at what is at most risk when it comes to temperatures like this. Like, you can survive, if that little bit of your nose freezes, okay? And if your cheeks turn purple, you're going to survive that. But if you are out too long in the cold, you can lose your fingers and toes, especially in temperatures that are this apocalyptic. So I recommend gloves and doubling up your socks, tripling up your socks if you have to. From there, you better hope you have a shovel. I'm just trying to make a video to demonstrate exactly what negative 50 degrees feels like. Right now, the car says that it's negative 20, which I feel is a bit of an overestimation if you ask me. But with the wind chill included, the expected temperature tonight was negative 44. That's with wind chill, and gusts up to 40 miles an hour, I believe, is what they were saying on the radio yesterday anyway. But, so this is, I turned my car on 10 minutes ago. This has formed ever since I got in here. I turned it up to max so that it would melt that, but then I turned it down so I could listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers, and now it's just formed again. So it is reforming as we speak. I just took a shower, so my hair is still wet. In the approximately 15 seconds that it took for me to walk from the door of the apartment into my car, my hair has frozen in chunks. I don't even need to feel it with my hand. I can literally feel it, just the hair itself. The wind isn't even that bad right now. The wind is not bad at the moment. So maybe this estimation of negative 20 is actually closer to reality than I initially suspected. However, we're still seeing these crystallization formations that you can't see because it A, won't focus, and B, the lighting is non-existent. Yeah, my hand, just from holding the steering wheel, my car does not have a heated steering wheel. My mom's car has a heated steering wheel, and man, oh man, I wish I was driving that right now, I can say that much, because my hand hurts. Like, my hand hurts. It hurts to even exist. It doesn't even hurt to move, it just hurts to exist. And that's just from touching the steering wheel, all right? Look at that. That is forming as we speak. This is because I have the heat turned down to listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers. More has formed since you saw this last. So this is ongoing. The crystallization on the windshield is an ongoing process that continues. The exterior of my car, we're not even going to talk about that. I mean, that's the engine temperature right there. I feel like that's an overestimation, but you can see that there's not even little patches forming on the hood of, like, non-frozen. That is not showing. That, in fact, is not showing up because it is too cold. Everything is basically, and I haven't even mentioned this yet, but my steering wheel was so stiff. I was backing out of the parking spot, and the steering wheel was so stiff that I didn't think I was going to be able to get out. The only times, and I like I said, I had the car running for 10 minutes before I got out here. The needle was right about on the second tick is where the needle was, and it felt like I had just turned my car on, because I remember when I was in high school, I'd always forget to turn the car on because my brain was not normal in high school. So I'd always forget to turn my car on before school. And so I'd always have to like, you know, just make like a tiny little scrape just to be able to see out of, and then drive in the frozen car, you know. That's what it felt like, and that's what it feels like when you don't start your car up, and like the whole everything, the entire steering apparatus itself is like frozen solid, you know. That's what it felt like. But I had the car sitting here, heating up for 10 minutes. The number down there, it's been at 26 a lot before, actually, lately. Lately it's been on 26 a lot because I don't want to go out and use a tire air compressor in this weather, if you can blame me. I mean, I've made it this far on 26 PSI, I think it's going to be fine. But I was expecting to see maybe a number lower than 26. We did not get a number lower than 26 on this occasion. This number has not gone down yet. Usually this number starts out higher and then it gets lower as the drive goes on. It has not changed from -20. It's very possible that -20 is the lowest possible number that it can record. This is possible. I have never seen a number underneath. I've never seen anything lower than -15. Okay, that Twitter post where I made -15, that's the lowest that I've ever seen this car record. And like on my computer, it was saying like -17, -18, -19, and I'm like, But yeah, this is very cool. Basically, this is cool. Basically, I'm super pumped about the fact that I live here and have to put up with this shit. I originally was going to go and drive somewhere to get something to eat, but like, I don't know about that. I need to be storing up some food for the winter, to be honest. Like, swear dude, I could go for some hibernation right now. I think the bears have it right. We should align our society with bears. Basically, we should just all be bears. We should all wear big, heavy, warm furs, and we should sleep for 3 months out of the year. I think human society has advanced to the point in which we can shut down for about 3 months, and if you have a heart attack, well, you're just gonna have to fucking live with it, because all of the Dr. Bears are in their Dr. Caves with their Dr. Pepper supply, alright? Just gonna say. I haven't even mentioned this yet, but when I turned the car on, I don't know if it's better yet, but the screen on here was lagging. I was moving the thing, and I've never seen it crossfade like that. It isn't doing it right now, but like the screen in here was so cold that it was actually lagging. Yeah. That's the reason I started making this video. I forgot to start. I was gonna start the video walking out of the apartment building, but then I forgot, and then I got outside and I was like, fuck this, and I went as fast as I could to the car, and then my hair was frozen. It's still really cold, by the way. The hair is not working right now. Anyway, yeah. So it's better than the night where it was blizzarding and I couldn't see anything, because at least I can see things. But it's not much better beyond that. This sucks. Thanks for watching. Bye.